if you saw the brochure, which I'm sure you did, this is about getting the right people on the bus. And Jim Collins was in Albuquerque last year and talking about his book. I can't add much to what he's saying. So this is not the Jim Collins story, but this is a little more about some observations that I've had working with early stage companies. Some of the things in preparation for this, I spoke to some of the movers and shakers on the venture capital scene here in New Mexico, and I have some quotes from them. And we're very fortunate today to have in the room some members of the New Mexico Angels and experienced entrepreneurs. So I think it's going to be a great mix, and I invite you all to contribute and ask questions as we go along. Okay, your bus driver's credentials. It's really been a mix of the large company experience, working with entry-level entrepreneurs, and then currently here in New Mexico, working with early stage companies in Santa Fe and here in Albuquerque. And those clients include STC UNM, which is the commercialization arm of University of New Mexico, Aaron Adams Design here, actually just a few blocks away, Pajarito Scientific up in Santa Fe, Knowledge Reef, and some others. And then I also work nationally with clients like Adidas and Lockheed Martin. So probably about half of you said it when you were doing the introductions, is related to the bus. Driving the bus for someone else, building the bus. What is it about this statement that resonates so much with you? Let's take some of the pieces. So getting the right people on the bus, what does that mean to you? Just want to dig a little deeper into this before we go further.
Aptitude.
Yes.
Someone that works well with the other people on your team.
Okay. So they're the right people because they can work well with others on the team. They have an aptitude for your business.
People who are interested in helping the business, growing the business, given their particular role within the company.
Okay. So there's a level of commitment there you're looking for to move the business forward, as opposed to, okay, I've been here 40 hours.
Right.
Now I'm done. I'm going to bang the time clock and that's done. What else would be true of right people? Yes?
Well, the smaller the business when you're starting out, almost everyone needs to wear more than one hat, so you need people who are versatile.
Yeah. And there's.
They all want to go to the same place.
Yeah, that's right. So the same destination in mind, and the same with building the business. And I guess part of that's realistic expectations too, because J.T. Michelson is the president of the New Mexico Angels, and he makes the comment when people say they want to be a CEO, he said, well, are you willing to get out the broom at the end of the day and sweep up the office? Because you're going to be the one doing it. So kind of get the expectations right. So the wrong people, we could certainly say, well, the wrong people are just the people that are opposite of the right people. But are there any big fatal flaws that you mentioned, John? Kissing some frogs and then kind of seeing things differently. So there's a lot of wisdom in the room already about some of these things. So what part of my intent will be is to take some of that wisdom and then provide some pretty simple techniques to actually make it work in your business. So a couple of key things. There's the personal mix, right? The behavioral mix. There's the issue of really having an interest in the business. And one of the things I find with early stage companies when I'm talking to someone and we get to that point, especially if they're an executive and they bring up the point about, or I bring it up about compensation. It's the ones who say, well, I need a base salary of this. Well, generally in an early stage company, the higher that number is, it's like inversely proportional to how much commitment they're really going to have. Because in the early stage, it's about building the business, not reaping the benefit before the business is built. You're nodding on that, so that's.
I agree. 15 months worth, and we've stuck to our plan.
Yeah.
And we're right on target.
Great. So the key thing here: first who, then what. Get the right team in place, or, and I think someone mentioned it too, build the inventory of who might be the right team as you grow. And I'll talk a little bit about a technique that, that we use in terms of creating a talent pipeline that then you can tap into at those different points.